Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Jayhawk here and welcome to the final part of the offseason. It's free agency time. Like I said, I went over the top 20 free agents. We'll go ahead and just show you them right here. This is the only part that's going to be in day 1 of 3. We have Jokic, Ja, LeBron, Zion, Bradley, Darius Garland is on here. Oops. DeAndre Ayton, James Harden, RJ Barrett, Tyler Hero, Kristaps Porzingis, Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Vucevic, Miles Bridges, Yursis Nurkic, yeah, Nurkic. We got Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, PJ Washington, TJ Warren, and Christian Wood apparently is now our 20, right? That was 20, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, going to Christian Wood is top 20, so they're up for grabs. Some of these guys weren't on there because they had like options, and I skipped past that. Apparently, some teams decline player or team options. Of course, there's gonna be like a couple offers for like restricted free agents. You get a qualifying offer or something. As you look at RJ, come over here and see he's got a qualifying offer, but we'll make sure that they don't actually re-sign with their old team. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I hope you guys are excited about this. This is definitely going to be fun. Get my spin the wheel, and we will put players on their new teams. So let's get into it. Alright guys, after the spin the wheel, here is where everybody is supposed to go. If after 3 days they don't sign, of course, we're going to force them to sign. The top 20 are no doubt going to these new teams. Let's start out. Nikola Jokic has a 4-year deal with the Indianapolis Harvesters. He will join Trae Young. Ja Morant has a 1-year deal to go to Miami. LeBron James has a 2-year plus player option for a 3rd year to go home to Cleveland and join Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan as the new big 3 in the league. That would be disgusting. Zion has a 3-year deal to head to Austin and join Victor Wembanyama as number 1 overall picks on the same team. Bradley Beal has a 4-year deal to head to Pittsburgh and join Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in that backcourt. Darius Garland has a 1-year deal to join Giannis and try to get Giannis back to his championship ways. DeAndre Ayton has a 2-year deal to head to DC to replace James Harden. As for James, he has a 1-year plus a team option for a 2nd year to head home to LA. RJ Barrett has a 1-year deal to head to OKC to take over the spot for Bradley Beal. Tyler Hero has a 3-year deal to head to Milwaukee to replace Ja. Porzingis a 3-year deal to head back to Kansas City. Kansas City won the championship. Therefore, with him being a free agent, he's re-signing to run it back and actually hopefully play this time. Andrew Wiggins, a 2-year deal to head to Memphis. You have Nikola Vucevic with a 3-year deal to head to Las Vegas. Nurkic, or my bad, we're on Miles Bridges. Bridges with a 2-year plus team option for a 3rd year to go to Orlando. Here's Nurkic now, a 1-year deal to head to St. Louis. Jalen Brunson has a 3 years plus a player option for a 4th year to head to Iowa. Mitchell Robinson has a 1-year deal plus a player option for a 2nd year to go to Detroit. PJ Washington has a 3-year and a team option for a 4th year to head to Tampa Bay. TJ Warren has a 3-year and then a player option for a 4th year to head to Salt Lake City. Christian Wood with a 4-year max to head to New York and join the Nightmare. And Bobby Portis has a 1-year and a team option for a 2nd year to head to Portland. So we got it all written down, and then we'll do the other free agents afterwards. But we're going to go through all these top first 3 days and get to the real free agency and make sure everybody actually signs. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright guys, we have made it to the first real day of free agency. Make sure everybody signed. Nikola Jokic has signed. Ja Morant got re-signed, so we're going to have to trade him to Miami. LeBron did agree to his deal to go to Cleveland. Zion got re-signed, so we'll have to trade him. DeAndre Ayton goes to DC, so that's good. Bradley Beal heading to Pittsburgh. Darius Garland got re-signed, so we'll have to trade him. James Harden signs. RJ Barrett gets taken back to DC, but we'll trade him. Porzingis, of course, re-signs, so that's good. Tyler Hero signs his deal with with Milwaukee, my bad. Wiggins signs with Memphis, so that's good. Vucevic to Vegas. Bridges goes to Orlando, so we got that done. Mitchell Robinson signs his deal with Detroit. Brunson signs his deal with the Pigs. Nurkic signs his deal with St. Louis. Bobby Portis signs his deal with Portland. PJ Washington signs his deal. We gotta make sure everybody signs their deals. Christian Wood signs his deal, and TJ Warren signs his deal. So the only ones we gotta trade now are Ja, Zion, Garland, and RJ. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick before we get into how I'm gonna do free agency this year. But I haven't really done free agency. I let teams go crazy or sign whoever they wanted. But this year I'm gonna do a little bit of control. So let me go ahead and get these players traded real quick, and then we'll go into free agency. Alright, so the Ja trade will be there. Milwaukee will receive 2 second-round picks along with Buddy Hield and Jaime Jaquez Jr. Yep, that's going to be the trade. So, Ja, you're on your way to Miami now. Let's do it. Alright, so in this big 3-team trade, Austin will be getting Zion Williamson and a second-round pick from St. Louis, and they will receive Charles Bassey and a second-round pick from OKC. For St. Louis, they will receive Darius Garland and a second-round pick from St. Louis, and they will also receive Day'Ron Sharpe and a second-round pick from Austin, meaning St. Louis will be getting 4 second-round picks combined between Austin and OKC, and from Austin they'll get Nikola Jovic, and from Austin and from OKC they'll get Jalen Noel. Big trade, but everybody's now where they need to be. Declines their trade. Darius! What the fuck? Darius, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, bro. Alright, now I gotta fucking remember this. Let me screenshot it and then do it all over again. So guys, I just realized after I made that trade that I'm putting Garland on the wrong team. I'm putting him on OKC when he's supposed to go to the Empire. So now I'm gonna have to work a trade to get Garland to the Empire. We're getting RJ over here. Now we gotta bring in the Empire. Okay, let me work on this now. Alright, so for our RJ and Darius Garland 3-team trade, OKC gets RJ, a second-round pick, well, 2 second-round picks, and then Derek White. DC's getting Aaron Wiggins and 4 picks, and the Empire get Garland and 2 picks. Cool. RJ, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, bro. Why does everybody got no trade clause? Alright guys, everybody is now on their new teams, at least the top 20. Now it's time to get into some fun stuff for free agency, and I'm on DC because that's the first team. Now what we're going to do is click on bird rights, and we're going to offer everybody a deal, but I'm also going to spin the wheel of all the teams twice, so these players are all going to get 3 picks for whoever they want to sign with. That's what we're going to do, and then at the end of free agency we'll see where everybody went. So let's get into it. Alright, we have made offers to players. Okay, so every team gets 3 offers, and I made sure that the players that we went for at first each had at least 3 offers. Some people are gonna have 4 cause English, fuck. Some people are gonna have 4 because they have a qualifying offer from the team that they used to play for. So you'll see that, of course. But day 1, like I said, These are all the players that have 3 or 4. See, just quick little list. It goes all the way down to Steven Adams after this, and it's free game, at least for day 1. But we're getting ready to see who signs on day 1. Of course, we're going to see all these people prepared to accept their offers and stuff. And we will move on to day 2 now. Same thing I will be doing. Okay. We're going to go through all this now because teams offered deals. Okay, there we go. Alright, we made it to the second day. See anybody that signed that's new on this list. And it starts with Kyle Kuzma's going to the Ducks. There's one. D'Angelo Russell's going to Alaska. Miles Turner's going to Oakland. Valanciunas is going to Cincinnati. Montrezl Harrell's going to Indianapolis. Jeremy Grant is on his way to Montreal. Anthony Simons is heading to Miami. Keldon Johnson back to the Sharks. Bagley to the Range. Drummond to the Range. Kevin Porter Jr. going back to Pittsburgh. Colin Sexton going back to Nevada. They also get Tyus Jones. Cam Reddish back to Indianapolis. Jason Tate to Detroit. Dylan Brooks back to OKC. Oladipo to Iowa. Hachimura to Alaska. Got Mike Conley to Milwaukee. Thomas Bryant to New York to play with the Nightmare. Ayo's back in Cincinnati. Steven Adams to Detroit. Lou Dort back to St. Louis. Javonte Green to Cincinnati. Terrence Davis to Detroit. Max Strus back to Oakland. Kendrick Williams back to Baltimore. And Isaiah Ruby back to Memphis. I said Memphis, Nashville. And then Windler back to the Ducks. So now, coming back over here to the guys that are available. Of course, you got a bunch of guys that still have 4 and 3 offers. Now I'll move down past them and then work on everybody else. I'll only do this for the first 6 days of free agency. After that, it's going to be free game. So, basically at this point, you'll see the final rosters when we go to player progression. So, that's what you'll see next. Alright guys, here we go. Player progression. And started out top 5 players from each team. I don't know why it says plus 30 for Markey. I don't know. Weird glitch. But DeAndre Ayton, Markey Walker, Kennedy Chandler, Terrence Mann, and Aaron Wiggins for DC. Baltimore, Siakam, me, Chet Holmgren, Malcolm Brogdon, and Josh Green. For the Lions, LaMelo, Jalen Suggs, Bam, Michael Porter Jr., and Yodez Chill. Cleveland now has a big 3 of LeBron, Jimmy Butler, Zach LaVine, and they have Devontae Graham and Dwight Powell to go with them. For the Harvesters, Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, BLT, Cam Reddish, and Montrezl Harrell. For the Huskies, we have KD, De'Aaron Fox, Jeremy Grant, Jeffrey Davion, and Brandon Clark. For the Sky Sox of Portland, it's DeJounte Murray, Bobby Portis, Yurt7, Grayson Allen, and Derek Lively. You got B.I., Zayfield, Josh Giddey, Julius Randle, and Chris Duarte for Nashville. It's Luka, Porzingis, Quickly, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Max Christie for the champion Bison. For Miami is Ja, Dame, Scotty Barnes, CJ McCollum, and Braken Larson. We got Miles Bridges, Aaron Gordon, Dinwiddie, Amir Coffey, and Herbert Jones for the Orlando Wave. Memphis has John Collins, D'Angelo Hips, Andrew Wiggins, OG Anunoby, and Davion Mitchell. For the Cheeses, it's Tyler Hero, Chris Middleton, Denny Adivj, I have no idea how to say his last name, Quentin Grimes, and Mike Conley. For the Las Vegas Outlaws, it's Kyrie, Rudy Gay, Nikola Vucevic, James Bouknight, and Obi Toppin. For the Empire, Giannis, Garland, DeRozan, Okongwu, and Josh Hart. For the Sharks, it's Lonzo, PJ Washington, Keldon Johnson, Daniel Gafford, and Rex Gordon. The Knights now have James Harden, Bilal Ahmed, Zaire Williams, Jonathan Isaac, and Caleb Houston. The Monsters have Jaylen Brown, J.D. Hager, Isaiah Jackson, Zeke Naji and Nerlens Noel. For the Utah Range is Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, Marvin Bagley, Andre Drummond, and Isaiah Stewart. For the Rams, it'll be Jay Walking, Tobias Harris, James Wiseman, Paulo Banchero, and Norman Powell. The Oilers have Zion, Paul George, Karis LeVert, Victor Wembanyama, and Drew Holiday. That's a filthy starting lineup right there, actually. The Nightmare have Desmond Bain, Christian Wood, Thomas Bryant, Kyle Anderson, and Alex Burks. The Hot Rods, Jared Allen, Wendell Carter Jr., Mitchell Robinson, Franz Wagner, and Jaden Ivey. For the Towers, it's Steph, Clay, Jared Vanderbilt, Devin Vassell, and D'Angelo Dawkins. The OKC Lancers have RJ Barrett, Jamal Murray, Robert Williams, Najee Ahmed, and Derek White. The Illinois Steam, Jaren Jackson Jr., Cam Thomas, Jayden Hardy, Salil Ahmed, and Jordan Poole now. Poole leads Baltimore. For the Force is Shea, Bradley Beal, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Porter Jr., and Malik Beasley. That's a pretty young core right there. Iowa has Fred VanVleet, Jalen Brunson, Jabari Smith Jr., Terry Rozier, and Bryce McGowan. For the Spirits of St. Louis is Nurkic, Gary Trent, Daniel Opoku, Mo Bamba leaves, and then they have Jalen Duran. For the Ducks, Embiid, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Halliburton, Clyde Blackheart, and Kyle Kuzma now joins the squad. For the Palms have Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Little, Jonathan Kuminga, and Cole Anthony. Very young team right there. Pioneers have Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Isaac Okoro, TJ Warren, and Ty Washington. For the Aces is Sadiq Bey, Chris Paul, Jalen Green, D'Angelo Russell, and Ryu Hachimura. Oaks, AD, Evan Mobley, Jaden Barr, Tyrese Maxey, and Miles Turner. The Warbirds have Clint Capella, Colin Sexton, Tyus Jones, Jalen Johnson, and Jakob Poeltl. And to finish out, the Hedgehogs have Kawhi, Sabonis, Zion, Markelle Fultz, and Okiki. That doesn't include the new players. You guys will see the full rosters when we get to opening day. But right now, what I wanted to do is just take a look at the Summer League. And just go through this real quick and see what happens. We're going to just go ahead and sim through August 9th and see what happens in our Summer League bracket. DC is the number 1 seed, and the number 2 seed is Memphis. We're not going to just play all these games, of course. I'm not going to look through them all. We might look at the championship, but we're going to go ahead and just simulate the first round. Richmond's gone, Portland's gone, Las Vegas gone, Utah gone, LA Palms gone, Alaska's gone, Cleveland gone, Detroit gone, Milwaukee, Colorado Springs, Illinois, Pittsburgh, Toronto, New York Nightmare, Indianapolis, Salt Lake City, all eliminated in the first round. 4 teams did not even make it to this. There's the consolation games right there. Any big time upsets? I saw the 4-seeded Colorado Springs Ducks got beat by the Kansas City Bison. Any other big time upsets? 25 seed Austin Oilers defeat Illinois. On that side, let's come over here to this side. See any? Nope, nothing major here. So we're gonna simulate second round. Tampa's gone, LA Knights gone, Orlando gone, OKC gone, Miami gone, Kansas City gone, and Memphis and Nashville gone. Austin upsetting Tampa. Let's see, OKC got upset by the 11 seed, 19 seed Iowa upset the 3 seed. The Florida Hedgehogs upset the 2 seed Memphis. DC still in play, all of our consolation games right there. 32-31. Alright, let's see what happens in the semifinal rounds. Cincinnati gone, Baltimore gone, DC gone, and Nevada gone. So DC gets upset. We got 5 versus 25 and an 18 versus 19. Let's see who's going to play in the championship. Austin's gone and Florida's gone. So we have the 5-seeded Minnesota Monsters and the 19-seeded Iowa Pigs. There we go. I had a whole brain fart, my bad. Let me go ahead and come over here to Minnesota. and we'll like, let's simcast. We'll hop in and see what happens if we get a chance. Third, fourth, it's not really close, is it? No, is it? Is there like a trophy presentation or something for winning the summer league? Probably not. We're not doing this. Let's play it. Alright. Iowa wins the summer league. J.D. Hager was there for Iowa. Or for Minnesota. Bryce McGowan's leading the way for Iowa to the championship with Michael Potter. That was summer league, guys. And for the first time ever, I will actually be spinning the wheel for whoever is going to be hosting our All-Star Week. I haven't done that ever on the channel, so I'm going to do it for the first time ever. I probably should have just screen recorded this, but I didn't. But the spinning is happening, spinning, and the host city will be Austin. Right now it said Baltimore, but the Austin Oilers win and will be the host city. Jesus, why I got teams mixed up over here. Where's Austin? Where's Austin? Where is Austin? Okay, Austin's on here, guys. Who is next to him? We got Richmond and New York. You know what? New York, you're hosting All-Star Week. We're going to New York for the first time. And of course, this is the time where we load in the 24 draft class. The 2024 draft class. Don't care about that. Training camp. Alright, let's just go ahead and advance to the next season. And we have officially arrived here for season number 4. And the first episode will be opening day, and we have 4 games on opening night. We have Orlando at Florida, we have Las Vegas at Richmond, Baltimore at Tampa Bay, and Nashville at DC. Of course, you will see opening night highlights along with everybody's first bucket. And one team I want to take a look at right here is Kansas City. They will be playing here on the 20th for ring night, as they will be hosting the Memphis Sounds. So just taking a look at what we're going to do for season 4. Like we said, the first video will be opening night games, and then teams' first buckets, new players, new custom prospects first buckets. We will definitely be looking for that. Also on the outlook for this series is previewing some of the important games that we go to, like Christmas Day, and there's only 2 Christmas Day games this year. We have Detroit and the New York Nightmare, and we have Memphis and Oakland. Only 2 of them, so I guess we will be taking a look at Christmas Eve action to go with it this year. That's strange that we only have 2 of those. 2/24 is Kobe Day, but we do the day of his sad passing. So on this day, there's no game, bro. My schedule is getting messed up right now. One thing we do look at for Kansas City real quick. Well, we're going to do November 5th. Toronto comes to Kansas City for the first time since that championship, or the finals lost. Be on the lookout for that. But I hope you guys are excited. I will show you guys your custom prospect if you made one. You will get to see yourself in this next video showing off the rosters, and then after we show the rosters, of course, we'll go into opening night and all that. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Thank you guys for joining me for season 3. If you guys are new, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are excited for season 4. Should be a fun one. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss an upload. And with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one.